Yeah. So I might as well.
You tuned out, and where were you going to go after that? What were you going to say?
I was just like, I just got to the card. I watched the first match. And I just didn't care. I don't know. Like this whole thing, like I kind of got through it, and I was like,
Jackson, you sound how I used to sound, just completely just like defeated by WWE. Has WWE defeated you?
I don't know, maybe because like I got
you sound completely defeated.
Like I wrote a tweet about it where I was just kind of like, people are losing their fucking shit over New Japan Pro Wrestling right now.
Right.
That literally happened. WWE essentially just promoted New Japan Pro Wrestling. That's what they did in their main event.
So why do you say that? Why do you say that? That they promoted them? By just saying, all right, turn our shit off and go
Nakamura. No. Here's how they just promoted New Japan Pro Wrestling. Nakamura cleans everybody out except AJ Styles, right? Then he goes against
he only cleaned out Baron Corbin.
No, he cleaned out everybody. He cleaned out Baron Corbin. He cleaned out Sami Zayn. He cleaned out Dolph Ziggler. Then he tried to bring the ladder in, and Owens tried to stop him. Then he Kinshasa him straight in the face, and then brought the ladder in the ring. And then AJ Styles stopped them, and then they did their stare down, and then they had like a little scuffle or whatever. And I'm just like, this just promoted New Japan Pro Wrestling. Fuck this. I would rather watch New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Okay. I would say,
and you know how the crowd reacted to their stare down? They went fucking ballistic.
Well, that stare down was done very well. I think that they did a really good job on that. The way that they positioned getting them both in the ring together, and then the fact that they actually did do the stare down, and then the move of the ladder. The only thing that was in my mind was somebody needs to break this up before it even happens. They shouldn't touch, and they should save it for SummerSlam. That's the only thing that was on my mind. And I'm like, and they just milked it. They milked it the same way that they milked, who was it? It was John Cena and someone else, where they did like a milk session. And I'm like, please don't touch. Please don't touch. And then they fucking did. I'm like, no, don't give it away now. Use it to sell the next pay-per-view. Because of course they didn't blow their load here with it, right. But it's like, don't do it if you don't have to. It wasn't necessary. Nakamura wasn't even needed. They didn't even need him to come back out. Honestly. Hold on, we're actually getting into this match. Did we start? We started the fucking show. All right, let's.
Yeah, I mean, why don't you ever pay attention?
Because we just started talking, and then it was like, just fuck it, right?
No, because you told me you start the show, and so I started the show.
Kayfabe, motherfucker! God damn it! Why do you always ruin it?
I don't ruin anything.
Why? You gotta play along with it. Now he just says,
yeah, I played along with it, and now we're like, how long? Like 5 minutes into this fucking thing already?
All right, what the hell was that? What was that?
That was you. That's your Discord.
That was Discord.
Get your shit together.
Check Streamlabs. Okay, let me actually open that up. So introduce this. I'll put some plugs in, and then we're just gonna like just shoot right into it. By the way, on Talking Smack, we have the Maharaja. I wonder what he's talking about. Jinder Mahal is what I care about. Out there, I don't want to hear you, book him. I want to hear the Maharaja. Let him talk. He has a mic. All right, here we go. He's going to say stuff.
I should be an inspiration for the American people. They should have my picture. They should have my poster in all their bedrooms. I went from being the 3MB being released. I didn't leave.
Yes, he finally acknowledges 3MB.
Yes, fired.
Yeah, fired. Yes.
And within 1 year, I became WWE champion.
Talk that shit.
I don't think so.
The Maharaja.
These people want to disrespect me.
Talk your shit.
What do you think it is that makes them?
Shut up, Renee. Let him talk.
Intolerance.
Yes.
I've said it before. The only reason they boo me is because of the color of my skin.
Yes. Because it's near mine. Don't interrupt him, Booker. Let him talk. It's the Maharaja.
Baron Corbin,
Well,
Like I said, they
shut his mic off. Okay. All right. Introduce us, Blackjack. I'm sorry. The Maharaja's on the screen and he was talking his shit. Okay, go ahead. Introduce, please.
You done over there?
Bro, I don't know yet. If he opens up his mouth, wait, hold up now.
Yeah, good point. I am at the top of the mountain.
Yes, you are.
There's nobody above me.
Talk your shit.
Corbin, you know what? We'll see when the time comes. But as of right now, I have bigger fish to fry.
Who?
I gotta worry.
Who?
About
Oh,
WWE
no,
going
sir.
down in history,
You're not thinking.
the greatest WWE.
I gotta shut your mic off, Maharaja. You're not thinking. John Cena's coming back. Oh, this motherfucker ain't thinking hard enough. God damn, he about to lose his damn belt on July 4th. All right, I'm done.
So, welcome to the Money in the Bank 2017 review. This is Blackjack. I'm here with Wyzatv. You can follow us on Twitter at It's21 Blackjack, at It's12 Wyzatv.
What? What?
Why are you laughing?
Continue. Just go ahead.
What? I got it right. I don't know what you're laughing about.
You did.
You follow us.
12 wiser. Yes, continue. Right, go.
You can follow us.
He couldn't hold it.
No, I really tried. You kept laughing. You just kept laughing, and I'm like,
Yeah, because I wasn't listening. I was going for my water, and then I just hear it's 12 wise. I'm like, what is he? Oh, the fucking Twitter thing. It got me again. Oh, shit. That's why. Because I wasn't all the way there, and I just heard that. Go ahead. Continue.
if you're on the channel already, this is where you can go ahead and subscribe to Wyzatv. If you want to subscribe to me on YouTube, it's youtube.com/channel/blackjack_XXI sports. You know where to fucking find me. We're doing this Money in the Bank review.
Need more water.
There were two Money in the Bank ladder matches, one for the women's and one for the men's.
Tag team match. We had a world title match. We had a pre-show match. I'm pretty sure you didn't watch.
I watched it actually, and
I don't even know who was on it. I missed it.
It was Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder back together as a team against the guys who sell real estate.
The Colognes.
No, they sell real estate still.
They don't tell me they went back to that.
No, they're irrelevant, so they might as well sell real estate.
All right, fair enough. Real quick before we start, the He Hate Me actually sent a donation. Says put Wyzatv and Blackjack over. If anybody wants to, now we don't have pop-ups because I'm still doing Google fucking Hangouts. But
Wyzatv's broke.
I didn't want to go down that route.
Wyzatv's broke.
No, I'm poor. There's a difference.
All right, it's 21 broke Wyzatv. Fine. Shit.
Poor. Damn it, fix it.
Fine. It's 21 Blackjack. It's 12 poor Wyzatv. That's why he's 12.
See? Yeah, and you have 9 more than me.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you want to support the show and get this thing actually back on fucking, I forgot what the damn name of it, OBS, so I could do a real stream, support the channel, support the show. I have all of that good stuff down in the description. I would put my Patreon there, but I feel like it'll clutter it. Patreon link will probably be there after this show is completely over. Blackjack, I noticed you have a Patreon too. Do you want to plug it?
Yeah, sure. Patreon.com.
Do you have stuff on there yet?
I mean, you can help me out. And I mean, well, think about it this way. I started the Patreon and I got a brand new capture card. So if anybody's noticed, all my videos are in 1080p now. And in
that means you don't need anything. So that means you should support me and support the cause. You don't need it anymore. You're good. You're done.
What do you mean I don't need it anymore?
You don't need your Patreon anymore. You're done. You need me. Yeah, I need that. I need that. You have your 1080p thing and it gives you very, very high quality, which means that you're going to take even longer to put out your videos because you're just going to be glorified and amazed by the graphics of your material. And it's going to take you a little extra long to do it. So you don't need that anymore. Just pass it on over to me. Yes. And I think we're done plugging money shit. If you want to support the thing, support it. Great. If not, fuck you. Let's get into this show.
What a burial. Anyway. So There was a pre-show match. It didn't really matter. I thought for sure that Zack Ryder was just going to turn on Mojo Rawley, but no.
You think that was going to happen already?
I just thought they'd just get it out of the way. I just thought it would just get it out the way. They do a lot of dumb shit on the pre-show.
Now, let me ask you this, because you saw it and I didn't. Were there any hints or anything subtle that you noticed? Nothing at all?
Nope. Just a normal fucking tag team match.
Okay. All right. Okay. Continue on.
What they did, they worked Zach's knee because, he just came off of injury for it. But other than that, they worked like a normal fucking team. We started off with
nothing. Was it a nothing match? No, nothing about it.
It doesn't. It did. The hype bros win. Anyway, so on to the start of the show, the real show. Becky Lynch versus Carmella versus Charlotte Flair versus Natalya versus Tamina for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship briefcase Money in the Bank ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I can't run through that title that fast and you not say anything. It was clean. I didn't fuck up anything. And where were you?
Well,
what is your
thing.
contribution to this review?
let me tell you why. See, you are what we call the play-by-play, right?
Okay.
So it's your job to be clean, right? That's why you're here. You're clean. You're much cleaner than me. I haven't showered since yesterday. I'm dirty, right? I'm grungy. I come in here. I botch shit up. It's expected of you to be extremely professional, clean, and flawless.
Okay.
So you don't wow me with your professionalism because I expect it.
Okay.
See, now that is how you put something over. I just put over your fucking professionalism, Blackjack.
Okay.
Look at that.
Okay.
Now continue. Because I wouldn't be able to say like half of that shit without botching it.
So Becky Lynch versus Carmella versus Charlotte Flair versus Natalya versus Tamina for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship briefcase Money in the Bank ladder match.
Look at that shit. God damn, that was clean. Look at that. See, take two. Going into this, Blackjack, real quick, who would you think was going to win this? Was it obvious to you? It was obvious to me.
It just kind of was like Carmella because obviously...
And we saw the finish, right?
I didn't see it going exactly like that, but I figured he would get involved.
I figured he would go up there and get the briefcase because you kind of want to get him involved and you want to have that whole narrative of a guy getting the women's briefcase. To me, like I kind of saw that one coming. I was kind of pulling for a dark horse because it just seemed too obvious that Carmella was going to win with the involvement of James Ellsworth. So I was like, okay, maybe we could get some sort of swerve, some sort of dark horse. They haven't really been focusing Natty at all. So if they ever want to go down that route, they could do that. If they really want to surprise anybody, then you go with Tamina, but I don't think she has a fucking voice box, so she's not cutting any promos while holding that thing, so that probably wouldn't happen. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I figured Carmella, now was pulling for Natty as a dark horse.
Natty is one of those people where it's like, I appreciate the wrestler, but the character no.
They're never going to do anything with her.
Yes, they went once, like, because I remember when I came back and I was like, why the fuck isn't the title on her? And they've just done so much damage to her over the years, and I'm like, you're never going to do anything with her. So now my expectations of you doing anything with her are zero.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, she's enhancement talent, glorified.
Is it bad that Becky Lynch is starting to get there for me too? Like, I don't think she's ever going to win that title.
It's not bad at all.
I don't think
they pushed it too hard, too fast.
No, I actually don't think that's the problem.
I think so. Because go ahead. What you were going to say?
I was going to say we can debate it.
My thoughts on this one real quick.
Yeah, well, go ahead then.
No, I was saying I was going to gather my thoughts. If you're going to gather your thoughts too, we're both going to.
No, I was going to say we're probably going to spend too much time on it, and we should.
I don't. We could move on right after this, but I was just going to say about Becky Lynch. They put the strap on her because she was one of the top girls, and at the time she was the top girl there, so they should have put it on her.
Correct.
But I don't feel as though they fully invested in it.
That's okay. That's different.
So with that, like I don't feel like they fully invested in it, and I felt like they kept dipping her foot in it, like just keeping her in that picture.
Isn't that the opposite of
pushing
hard?
Finish. I feel like they kept putting her, like, she stayed the top person. Now, when she lost that title, I felt as though they should have dialed back on her, but they just kept putting her there knowing, like, okay, we're not going to go all the way with it. But, like, let's just keep, you know what, the same way, I hate to do this, but just as a comparison, this is something that you've used it before, where you said, where they dipped Roman Reigns in there before, right?
Yes.
And instead of going all the way with him, they just kept him lingering as a fucking annoying pimple.
I would agree with that comparison.
Yeah, so that's what I mean by pushing her too hard too soon, because they just didn't go all the fucking way with her.
Okay, that's actually completely fair, and I think that's rational. Okay, anyway, so this ladder match, you had Charlotte essentially started off the match getting all her shit in, and then Natty got her shit in, and then Tamina super kicked people, and then she Samoan dropped what's her name, Carmella, and all this shit happened, and then Charlotte did the fucking dive off the side and shit, and Tamina was just throwing ladders all over the place, and then
she was fucking them up with them ladders.
Oh yeah, I was saying the entire time. The two people who are probably going to do the most with the ladders or have the most of going through the ladders, it's going to be Natalya and Tamina. That's their purpose of being there. They are the two bigger women, so you can do more stuff with them with the ladders. As a matter of fact, going into this, I thought that this could actually be a really good ladder match because you actually had the bigger women in it.
For some reason, there's one thing that crossed my mind as I was watching this or going into this. I kept thinking about who was it? Joey Mercury, who got his face busted up by the ladder.
Uh-huh.
I just kept thinking about that. I'm like, somebody's gonna get fucked up by that ladder. But they played it extremely safe. Their ladder, their spots with the ladder was actually stuff coming off the ladder. They didn't necessarily
do anything into it.
Yeah. As you've seen with the men later on, where it was like a bunch of stuff going into the ladder.
That was the one thing that disappointed me, was that especially because you saw Charlotte put Natty through an announce table like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I felt like that brawl on SmackDown was better than this.
Yeah, and I was sitting there and I was just like, I cannot wait until Natty gets put through a ladder, or like they try to like slam her through a ladder, and it never happened. I was like, well,
yeah. What can you do, right? I was hoping that they would do something heavy with that.
That was the thing, was that like it's intentionally a match that is not made for Carmella, and that's why she's going to win. And plus, you want to put the Money in the briefcase, Money in the Bank briefcase on her because, there's more things you can do with that than if you put it on anybody else here. On top of that, here's my ideal ladder match with the current women that you have in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Becky Lynch, Natalya, Asuka, Ember Moon, Nikki Cross, and Nia Jax. Because I believe that all 6 of them have enough build that they could actually take going through a ladder, or take like the punishment of a ladder. I wouldn't say that they can go as hardcore as like the guys can, but if you think about the size and how physical those women are, I think that they could actually put on a pretty decent ladder match if they actually tried. But
I think it'll be good. But again,
I would
say it depends on where it is.
Right.
If they throw it in NXT, it's going to be a great one.
Oh yeah, if it's in WWE,
everything's just got to be so safe and touchy and blah blah blah. Fuck that shit.
Right. Like there are certain women in a ladder match I would never want in. Like Sasha Banks has no business being in a ladder match.
Too tiny.
She's way too tiny. She's like 100 pounds soaking wet.
That's why I want her in there, because it'll look like a fucking crash course.
Ugh,
it'll look so like, think about it. When you had her matches with her and Charlotte, one of the things that made it good and that helped it was Sasha being so small, and it made spots and moves look a lot more brutal. Those two are legitimately fucking each other up bad. I think it's a believability thing when it comes to somebody small. How much more time you want to spend on this match with the women?
Carmella tries to go up the ring. Becky the ladder. Becky stops her, and then James Ellsworth tips over the ladder that Becky was climbing.
Did you pop, or did you not care when this happened?
I was just like, well, this was coming.
I was fucking marking out so bad, and the crowd was going nuts.
Oh yeah,
it was so funny.
It's amazing. James Ellsworth was like the most over guy on SmackDown when he was with Dean Ambrose, and now he has gone from being like the most over guy to being the most hated guy. WWE knows how to make heels and knows how to make faces. They just refuse to do it. Yeah, when they want to, they know how to do it.
Yep. And there's people that say about Ellsworth, oh, why is he still here? No one cares about him no more. No one likes him. And I'm like,
no, that's exactly why he's still there.
That's exactly what's supposed to be happening. You're not supposed to like him. He's so annoying now. Yes. Can you not tell that that's what they want to do by the way he dresses? It's so simple. It's obvious that that's what it is.
It's why the pairing makes so much sense.
Yep.
So James Ellsworth tries to get Carmella up. She doesn't get up. So he's just like, fuck it, I'm going to climb the ladder. But I will say, I did pop for this. When he got the briefcase, he took it down,
just
held it
to her.
He just dropped that shit straight to her, and she caught it. It was so clean. I was like, you know what? I'm not even like, there's no more like no reaction. Now it's just like, that was actually kind of cool.
It was clean. I like that whole little thing right there.
So WWE does the thing again where you have the first ever. It's a historic moment for the women, and a guy is the guy the guy is the one who's responsible for them winning.
Yeah, someone comes and fucks the whole thing.
They did it again. They did it again. It's amazing. Like they try so hard to put over like women's revolution and women's wrestling matters, and then it's always like whenever they want to do something historic, it's always a guy. Always.
He's gonna get beat up by one of these women one day.
I'm surprised like it hasn't happened already.
It's gonna go down. What was our next thing that we got? Is this where
Tyler Breeze got hit with a TKO from Nikki Bella before anything has happened to Ellsworth? It's coming to him.
Yeah, that did happen. God damn it. And he was dressed as Nikki Bella while it happened.
Oh yeah.
Now, is this where we got the Canellises?
No, this is where they did a quick advertisement for Great Balls of Fire. Then New Day
grown in on you yet?
What's that?
Has that name Great Balls of Fire grown on you yet, or is it still like, is this really Great Balls of Fire?
It's still stupid. No, trust me, it's still stupid. It still feels stupid to say, but they've kind of normalized it to a point where it's just
the way they deliver the term or the phrase "Great Balls of Fire," it doesn't sound as gay as you would think it does.
It's still stupid.
It is still stupid, but the inflection in their voice while delivering it helps.
Yeah, because I would expect
since they got Joe saying it.
Yeah. Because I thought because Michael Cole, you think like. Yeah, Samoa Joe and it's gonna be Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar at Great Balls of Fire, and that's what I was expecting.
Oh, don't forget, you gotta say pay-per-view at the end.
Yes, at the WWE pay-per-view, Great Balls of Fire. Like that's what I was expecting from Michael Cole, was to oversell that, and because that's what he does.
Oh no. That comment I just read. The Velveteen Dream about to debut at Great Balls of Fire.
I mean,
just keep going.
So New Day and the Usos for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
Yo, okay. So you said that you toned out of this pay-per-view during the first match, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did this match not bring you back?
This match was fine. I had no issue.
This match actually made me stay at home because, like, you're gonna get into the match, but these fucking false finishes, bro, like just pulling at me. I'm like, the whole time as this is happening, I'm fully expecting. I'm like, oh fuck, New Day's gonna win. I kept pulling up Twitter on the side because I'm like, I'm just ready to complain. I'm just ready. Every time they got into a pinning situation, I'm pulling up Twitter because I'm just ready to hit enter. And it just would not have. I'm like, oh my God, would you fucking just end this shit, please?
No, this reminded me of a match way back when, and I can't think. I believe it was Edge and somebody else, where they had like it may have been a tag team match too, where like Edge and Christian and somebody else, and I think Edge and Christian were the tag team champions at the time, and they had like this great match, and it got to a point where Edge and Christian were like, "Nah, we're getting up out of here because we want to keep these titles." Nah, fuck that. And this was the same thing where it had like a lot of false finishes, and then the heels were like, "Nah, fuck this."
Because the thing is, at the end of the day, you have to beat us. We don't have to beat you.
Correct. Yes. And that's one thing that I wish champions, especially who are heels, did way more often. It's just like, nah, you got to beat me. So
we out.
Fuck you. Yeah, I'm out.
And the thing that made it so good is that the Usos more than carried their weight in this match. They did a damn good job in this match. So with them just taking the belts and leaving, I think that adds to the heat because they didn't even have to do that.
Yes.
They didn't even have to. So that's another thing that put more heat on it, and I enjoyed that. So let's get into this match a little bit. And you know what? No, let's just spitball on this match and keep going. So, all right. Did you have the Usos or New Day winning this match going in?
I had the Usos retaining.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see them winning because I imagine that SmackDown had just gotten the New Day in and still want to sell them as, you know.
You thought it'd be a DQ?
I thought something. Yeah, I knew something screwy was going to happen.
Okay.
I just didn't know which way they go.
Winning. I had the Usos winning, so I guess I'm half wrong on that. But I just don't want the New Day. I don't want them going near these titles yet. You know, like the Usos, I feel like they're hot right now, and I don't think that anything should be getting in the way of that. Now I get it that you want to put them with the New Day because that's a bigger rub for them in their development of the tag team division. But New Day scares me. New Day scares me a lot.
Here's the thing. I don't want New Day to win because I actually think this should be Breezango's spot.
You think Breezango should be winning tag team championships right now?
Not right now, but that they should be the ones to take it off the Usos.
Why?
What's the other face tag team here that's built up to really kind of take them on right now? How over right now are the or Breezango compared to any other face tag team right now? I completely forgot. I just have to remind myself, going down the list of face tag teams, I completely forgot American Alpha exists.
Well, they haven't been on the show since Mania.
Right.
Appreciate Mania. But let me say this. I'm on the boat, and I might be on this boat by myself, and that's fine. Maybe I have sangrias and margaritas and shit on this boat. On a boat by myself, where I don't think that they should have titles, or I don't think that they should be getting them.
Oh, why?
Well, here's why.
Why must you ruin things? Why?
Because I don't care about jokes.
Let people enjoy things.
Huh?
Why?
Well, I don't care about jokes holding titles. You're a good comedy act, and that's great. You can be a comedy act. Get the fuck away from these belts.
Bruh.
Santino was funny, and he was over with the crowd. Should he have been like some sort of champion?
It's not just that they're over. They're actually they're decent wrestlers too.
Okay.
They can put on good matches.
But they're not meant to be taken seriously.
Too bad they got really over and people really like them.
Santino got over, people like them. Hell, he even dressed up as a woman. Should he have become the Divas champion?
I mean, you really want to get some heat. I mean, you know what? That's exactly what should happen. James Ellsworth should go and say, well, I'm technically the one who got the briefcase, so I can technically go ahead and go and cash in this briefcase, and then he becomes SmackDown Women's Champion. So fuck you. Get mad.
I just see the Usos. I don't know what you're talking about. I just see the Usos as a credible team right now. Like if again, Breezango, they're both really good workers. I'm not going to take that away from them, but their shtick is it's meant to be. You know what? It's meant to be WWE, right? Where people are like, oh my God, I just wish WWE put on a good product and put on good wrestling and good matches. And WWE's like, well, no, we want to make kids laugh and that whole thing. Now, the same people that say we want people to put on these great, excellent matches, fuck all this other nonsense that y'all doing, would like to see Breezango be the champions in their comedy acts.
But here's the thing. I don't think Breezango was supposed to get over.
No, they weren't.
It accidentally got over, and they got themselves over. And I'm like,
no, and I completely do. I like their act. I like the whole thing. I just don't think that they should be champions. I want to take my champions seriously. I'm sorry. I want to take them seriously. I can't take these guys seriously. Not they coming out with a broom and one guy's dressed as a woman with a wig and the mop and the whole wearing a condom on his head. No, not my champions. No.
This ain't the 2016 election, bro. You can't just be not my champions. What the fuck you doing?
Not my president.
What you gonna what? Okay, so then you're gonna get mad at people who go like, not my champion and Jinder Mahal?
Sir, Jinder Mahal is it, sir?
See, look, see
what? Jinder Mahal is an extremely serious champion. You guys see that motherfucker clanging and banging, bro? See, now I gotta take snapshots of this motherfucker. When that fucker comes out, Jinder Mahal, the Maharaja, when he comes out, does he not look like a champion?
All right, hold on. Let me take your point.
When people come out as champion, they're holding that belt. Randy Orton was champion since Mania, and he comes out as champion. You probably don't even notice that he's the champion. This motherfucker Jinder comes out, and you just fucking see.
All right,
champion.
Hold on. All right. Because obviously, you know, I'm joking when I'm talking about that. But let's take another joke team here.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, can you take New Day seriously? They come out with boxes of cereal talking about bootios. They make a bunch of butt jokes. They gyrate. They shake their ass all over the place. Did you not see them as tag team champions before they were tag team champions?
Will you allow me to retort? Thank you. All right. There was a point in which I got off the New Day bus.
But they wrote yeah. And hold up. Okay. I gotta shout out my boy Hijinks. They were wearing dicks on their heads.
Allow me to retort, my friend.
They were wearing dicks on their heads.
Sir.
Why is that?
Sir, allow me to retort.
Why is it? They wore dicks on their heads.
That don't mean I accepted them. Allow me to retort, my friend. Please. There was a point in time in which I was on New Day boat and I got off of the New Day boat. It was even at a time in which we were still doing the podcast. And I brought it up. You saw it. You agreed. It was right at, was that Fastlane? Roadblock. Where they were going against those nation people. What the fuck were they called?
The donation people.
I said the nation people. Speaking of donations, nice segue. If you would like to support the show, I have a link down in the description. Yeah, I'm not doing it anyway. I don't care. Okay. So
wow.
I'm not gonna waste my time with it no more, Blackjack. I'm just not. Motherfuckers ain't trying to support the show. So let's just continue. And we're gonna get this shit over with fast so I can get up out of here and go make some real money. Anyway, Roadblock, when they were going up against, what the fuck were the nation people named with Wade Barrett and
the League of Nations?
Him, right? So they ended up turning face, and I noticed it. They were turning face just before, but that right there solidified them as faces. And I said, them working as heels, they weren't doing this dicks on their forehead shit. They did a little dancing, but it wasn't like they weren't complete comedy acts. They were still cheating to win. They were still finding ways to cheat to win, right? But they were still a bit of a comedy act. But when it came down to it, they wrestled and they outsmarted you and they worked well. It wasn't complete comedy. This was way before the serial, and then that took them into WrestleMania. Now at this point, I was already off the boat. I was done. We talked about it on that show, and we both was like, all right, I don't really, they're turning face. We both saw where they were going with it. Next thing you know, WrestleMania comes. They got Power Ranger suits. Not Power Ranger. They're Super Saiyans, the Ginyu Force, Vegeta. They come out of a big ass box of cereal, and I'm like, well, good thing my stop was a month ago. So
they wore dicks on their heads, though,
and they wore sharp, erect penises strapped to their fucking foreheads. Yes. So I was already off the boat. So what I'm saying is, I'm still staying true to what I'm saying about Breezango as well. I don't want comedy acts as my champions. Just like at that time when New Day turned face and they started doing all this bullshit, I did not want them as my champions. So I'm pretty consistent with what I say, sir. You're not going to catch me.
You ain't shit.
Hey.
So anyway, they do all these false finishes. The Usos get up out of there. New Day win by countout.
I like the finish.
Yeah, I was okay with the finish. I thought it was fine for what it was.
The way to get out of it. Nobody gets hurt. Both teams, like New Day looked really strong in this. Let me say that. I like the way they worked in this. There wasn't really any comedy in this, but they still kept their shtick alive, right? And Big E looked like a fucking monster in this match. My goodness, he looked like a monster. But again, both teams just looked really strong and looked really equal. That's the thing that I liked about it. I'm just hoping that they don't get into this long feud in which New Day wins the titles. I don't want that happening. Please don't. Like, use this as a way to build up the Usos even more, because the New Day has all the credibility in the world. And they got to put other teams with the New Day as well to build up their credibility also. I don't know who, but hopefully they use them. And I love the finish because it gets you, it keeps you wanting more, and it also brings them into the next part of their feud.
I just think in a time in which that SmackDown tag team division needs someone else to get over, you got to figure out it's somebody.
If you would build up one more tag team, so far right now we got 3 tag teams that are credible or borderline credible.
Listen, you put the titles on some. If you put the titles on some. If you put the titles on somebody, they become credible.
So give me your 4th team. Give me a 4th team. Who would you build up? I don't have American Alpha in this because like these motherfuckers ain't even there. I don't even know where American Alpha is right now. Hopefully they're working on a gimmick change, turn them. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but
who else is on the SmackDown roster right now? It's the Ascension.
I know who I would build up, honestly.
I mean, there's the Clones. They're probably gonna.
Who else is there? There has to be more, right?
Hype Bros. Yeah, they just came back.
Who else is there?
Fuck it, just the 3 of them. We don't need nobody else.
I would build up the Clones.
Nah, the 4th team is vacant. Fuck that.
Oh shit. Nah, I'm going vacant. I'm going with vacant. You can't bet against vacant. Vacant is gonna get that belt eventually, or those titles eventually. Yep. All right. So what do we get next? Now did we get the Miracle?
No, you got this is where I just tuned out because I was like, all right. So you had 2 heels essentially get away with it. And then Lana versus Naomi came up for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship.
Okay, no, we got the Miracle somewhere in here.
It's not until you still got a ways to go.
Really? I thought it was early in the show.
Well, it's after this match, technically.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's go.
I didn't watch this match, I'll be honest with you.
The women's match?
I did not watch this shit.
Why?
Second I heard Lana versus Lana's in a match and a championship
match. The match is actually good.
I was like, no.
It was actually good. Like now, by not watching, you mean like not paying attention?
See now, why is it? Was this match actually good? Because if I actually watch this match and it's not good,
you'll be surprised. You will be surprised.
I will roast you on Twitter in the longest rant of all time if this match is not good.
Okay. Let me preface it by saying this.
Okay, see, it wasn't good then. All right.
No, it was. All things considered, this was a good match.
See, I gotta consider
No,
shit.
listen. All right. When you go into this match,
listen. If I ask you, was Wrestle Kingdom 11?
I thought this was a good match.
Hey, listen. If I ask you,
ask the chat. All right, forget me. Ask the chat if this was a good match.
Hold on. If I ask you,
Look
at
at
Wrestle
the chat.
Kingdom, hey, hold on. If I ask you, at Wrestle Kingdom 11, was Kazuchika Okada versus Kenny Omega a good match? Is there anything that I have to consider?
No,
because it was a good fucking match.
Okay.
When you tell me that Lana and Naomi is a good match, and I ask you, is there anything to consider? You just said yes. So that means it probably wasn't a good match.
But you didn't hear what I wanted you to consider.
All right, fine. Go ahead.
Okay.
Talk your shit.
I'm not going to talk my shit, but what I want you to consider is what exactly is your expectations of Lana?
Just it was gonna be whatever. I just thought I expected.
Can I tell you what I expected out of Lana?
Here's what I expected. I expected Naomi to carry this match in the way that she would probably have to sell for Lana 80% of the match. And then Naomi would eventually just kind of get her stuff in, and then they probably do a fuck finish where Lana somehow wins.
All right, that's not how it went. Okay, here's what I expected out of Lana. Do you remember the worst ever women's match in TNA history?
TNA history?
With Carmel, well, not Carmel. I was about to say Carmella.
Jenna Maraska. Yes, Jenna Maraska and Charmel. Yes, I very I remember that.
That is what I expected out of this, because I know there's times where Naomi could get sloppy because she's so fast, and not considering the speed of the match. She wrestles at one speed, right? And then there's Lana, which we don't know what to expect, and it could end up being a train wreck. Like we saw her at WrestleMania, she did 1 or 2 moves, which were fine and they were clean,
and she tagged right the fuck back out
and got up out of there.
Yeah,
she has a really, and I don't know why they didn't use it. She has a mean ass fucking kick, but they didn't use it. You remember that jumping kick that she does where she hops off one leg?
I actually didn't care for that.
I liked it a lot. Oh man, I love that kick. But anyway, she doesn't use it.
Yeah, she has this sit out spine buster that she did on SmackDown Live.
Yeah, she hit that in this match, by the way.
Okay.
So I expected a complete rookie, completely green, like, oh my God, get this over with out of Lana. And also, again, considering the style that Naomi wrestles, if you're not a veteran, you won't be able to keep up with her.
Yeah.
But that's not what we got here. That's not what we got. Lana was actually pretty good. And I would say...
We talking like, for a first match, that wasn't bad. Good?
No. For a first match, that was actually pretty good. It wasn't bad. That was actually pretty good for a first match. Because I expected nothing.
I swear to God, if I watched this match and this match was not good.
I expected nothing out of her.
I mean, that's okay. So it exceeded expectations. That's
okay, but let me finish. Let me finish.
All right.
What I got out of her was, if she wrestled in NXT, she would be fine. She would be better than a lot of those girls that they have on there that are just like, oh my God, get them off my screen.
Okay, that's not saying much, but okay. I get what you're saying now. Okay, she's better than Aaliyah.
I don't think Aaliyah's bad. You think Aaliyah's bad?
Okay. See.
Do you?
Bruh.
You think she's bad?
Oh God, no, I cannot watch an Aaliyah match. She is garbage.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, let's compare it to the main roster. Give me a woman name there.
Is she better than Tamina?
Oh, way better.
Okay. All right, then maybe. All right. Then, at least I can watch it.
You set the bar real low. I thought you was gonna say Carmella or something.
Is she better than Carmella
in this match?
Oh no, don't.
This match, I felt a lot better watching. I felt a lot better looking at Lana than anything I've seen with Carmella.
Okay, all right. So somebody actually brought up a good name. Here was my expectation of this. This was essentially Eva Marie, but could wrestle. No, hold on. This was essentially what I thought was going to be Eva Marie if she could wrestle better.
Yeah, she had a lot of Eva Marie's mannerisms.
That's what I figured. That's what I figured I was going to get out of
the
this.
whole thing where she blows a kiss and she like spreads it around the crowd. She was doing all of that, and I'm like, that's Eva Marie's thing.
Yeah, no, because that's what I thought this whole gimmick was supposed to be. It's like, I'm hot.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Watch me cheat to win matches.
All right. So here's how this match went.
Go.
First, it went with Naomi dominating her. Because at the start of the match, and I don't know why she was doing this, it was kind of funny. Lana comes out, she's doing like a slow dance, and she comes out. She gets in the ring, she's still doing this slow dance. The bell rings, she's still doing this slow dance. Like there was no reason for it. It was hilarious. Naomi's coming to her and she's still doing. So Naomi just picked her up, by her fucking waist, put her on her shoulder, threw her into the corner and just started pummeling her until the ref was able to get into the middle of them and break them up. And then Lana, hit her with a kick to the stomach to try to get the upper hand. But there was times where Naomi looked more like a veteran. So it's like, all right, you have your veteran versus your rookie, where Lana thinks she has the upper hand. She throws her head down to the mat and turns her back. The moment she turns her back, Naomi does a kip up like, nah, bitch, we still going at it. Like she just kept getting in her face. Every time Lana got the upper hand on her, Naomi just had an answer for her. It did get to a point where Lana had to work, her stuff in. And Naomi did a very good job selling, as you expected, because now we have to see what Lana could do. But Lana's moves were actually pretty good. She didn't look like, I'm just paying attention. I'm looking like, all right, are her moves crisp? Yes. Is she doing things with a purpose? Yes. Is she focusing where she's supposed to be focusing? Like they got to a point where they worked Naomi's knee, the injured leg. Now, there were one or two times where she attacked the wrong leg, granted, but she kept the focus on the leg. And she didn't play, like she plays the crowd a little bit, but not too much because she kept focusing on Naomi. So she stood toe-to-toe with her, and it looked believable. That was one of the main things, was that Lana actually looked believable. She didn't look like a rookie. That's one thing that I like about it, is that she did not look like a rookie at all.
Well, that's good, because there are times where WWE takes talented guys, like for instance, oh shoot, I had a name in mind, I completely forgot it, but like they're supposed to be the big star, and then they sit in these like 10 to 15 minute matches with like some rookie in NXT, and it's like, what the fuck? Why am I supposed to buy into him? He just had a 15-minute match with some guy who's been a jobber for the past like year.
Lana looked like she belonged to like a part of that roster.
Okay, then that's a positive.
There was one spot, because now they're talking about it in the chat, where Lana went for a pin on Naomi, and it was tweeted to me, and I retweeted it, where you could, Lana's ass is pretty much exposed, but the angle of the camera shows Lana's pussy. Like it's just like her pussy's just out. Wow. Like it's just out there. You know what? I'm gonna go on ahead and retweet it, because here it is right here. I'm gonna retweet it right now. Follow me on Twitter at it's12Wyzatv, and you will see it. Yeah, look at that right there. Just zoom in that, double tap on it, and you
Jesus
look at that.
Christ, holy cow. I mean, like,
who allowed her to wear that?
That's all I could think of. It's not even. I'm not even mad about it. I'm just like, they seriously sent her out there and didn't think, maybe some underwear.
Yeah, because like if you look at those aren't even underwear. That's the crazy part. It's like one of them things where it's just like a button that holds together what's supposed to be. It's like a onesie.
Yeah,
you know how you dress a little baby in a onesie and they got the buttons underneath. Yeah, that's her. She just has one button. Could you imagine a slip of a finger and that one button becomes unbuttoned? Yeah, you can't wear that. You can't wear that. There's a lot that could go wrong with that.
Oh yeah.
But nonetheless, Carmella actually comes down. She comes down with Ellsworth and with the ref, but she comes down as Lana is dominating. Like Lana was perfectly fine. Naomi is selling the knee, doing a good job selling the knee, and Carmella teases like she's going to cash in. But she just like, nah, I'll just watch. And Naomi puts her in her submission. Like the way she did it was just so fucking clean because Lana had her back turned, spins her around, gets her in that submission. The way she transitioned into it was really good. And then she held her in there for a bit. You know, they milked it a little bit, and then she finally tapped out. Lana, that is. One thing I will say that's really bad about Lana is her transitions and her transitions into pins. Oh my God, it was really bad. Like she's the way she slides into like it's so weird.
That's
when you see it, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is she doing? Just pin the girl. Like you don't have to do all this unnecessary nonsense.
I have that problem with a lot of green people where they make pinning look fucking difficult, and it's gonna that's gonna drive me up a wall. But okay,
well, at least I warned you because it drove. I'm like, what the fuck is she like when she first did it, right? Naomi was kind of sitting up because she came off a move. So Naomi was like, you know, sitting down, but like sitting up, but kind of falling back. And all Lana had to do was just lay over top of her and pin her. But instead, Lana goes running in for what looked like she was about to do a flying crossbody into this pin. And I'm like, what the fuck was that for? Just pin her. Like
she wanted to get an extra move in there.
Like, you didn't have to slide into this shit. Like, are you trying to do a crossbody or are you trying to pin? Like, what were you doing there? It just looks so weird. But you're gonna see a few of those happen in this match. But nonetheless, you know, outside of just those small things, which could be annoying at first, this was a good match. Again, all things considered.
Okay, so then you finally got your because we can skip over the rest of this because they did the fashion files, and then they brought out Maria and Mike.
Yes, yo. Okay, they still didn't have your attention when this happened, right?
Not really. I was.
Bro, his music was so clean.
I didn't get to hear the music. I just heard, oh, they introduced them, and then I turned it on, and they weren't there. So.
The music was clean. They come out. They got hearts all over the place. I'm like, yo, I hate because I have a very, very strong hate for Michael Bennett. I really I dislike this guy a lot. And it's not that, oh, he's a good heel heat getter type of heat with me. It's I hate this guy because he's boring, basic, and I don't want him on my screen. But he has really good music. And he comes out, he got the Kurt Hawkins haircut, comes out with Maria Kanellis, and Maria's the one that's cutting the promo at first. She says the first woman is back. And then Michael Bennett gets on the mic and he introduces himself as Mr. Kanellis.
That's funny.
So he has her name. Commentary, JBL
great.
kept pointing that out, by the way, which was really funny. And he just wants to let everybody know that they're going to be spreading their love across the WWE, and there's hearts all over. It looked like a big ass Valentine's Day theme. It was fucking ridiculous.
Can I just say, no, Mike Bennett is actually a genius for this because now WWE can't trademark his name.
Speak on that.
So you know how Cody Rhodes was Cody Rhodes in WWE. So when he left WWE, he couldn't use Cody Rhodes, even though it's his fucking name. And he had to just be Cody.
Well, not legally. It's still Cody Reynolds, but yeah, go ahead.
But he can't use the name like Cody Rhodes is what he's known as.
Right.
So let's say Mike Bennett decides to leave WWE one day because shit's just not working out. He can now go back to being Mike Bennett because in WWE, he's Mike Kanellis. That's genius. That is actually genius.
Yeah, because they're not. I wonder how far they're going to go with this Kanellis thing.
I hope they go all the way with it because it's protecting Mike Bennett's name.
Yeah, he will still be able to actually use his name.
That fucker is smart.
So yeah, he's Mike Kanellis right now. So I guess they repackaged him. Wow, they repackaged him as Mike Kanellis. All right, so I finally got that out of the way. I just wanted to talk because I really did like his theme. That shit was fucking. I popped hard for that, and I hate this guy, but I popped hard for that whole segment right there. It was really good.
I will have to see that.
Yeah, it was the timing of it. It was just needed. It was great.
And for the chat, yes, Mike Bennett's name is actually Mike Bennett.
Mm-hmm. Hold up, Blackjack.
What happened?
Oh, he just said if it's his legal name, they can't trademark it. Look at Ryback. He changed his name legally in order to be able to use Ryback outside of WWE.
Wait, Ryback's name
actually won that case.
Ryback's name is really Ryback now?
I know he was going through. He was trying to get that name, get his name legally changed to Ryback. I didn't know if they actually finished and went through.
Oh my God, his name is actually Ryback Allen Reeves.
Oh, so I guess they did finish it up. Okay.
That's
he got to him before they got to him.
That's funny. That's really funny.
So that worked. All right. Now, what do we get next? Did we come on? Go ahead and say it. You know what we got next.
Oh yeah, Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton.
Sir, you will not downplay the Maharaja.
Okay, but he's not number one contender Jinder Hardbody Mahal anymore. He has the championship.
But the Maharaja.
I mean, but it doesn't rhyme anymore. It was great when it was like the Maharaja number one contender Jinder Hardbody Mahal because it just rolled off the tongue so well.
Easily, right?
Yeah, and now it's just the Maharaja.
That's it. Right there. That's it.
That's not fun.
But because you're not putting the inflection into it, Blackjack. Give us some inflection. See how you feel about it. Fine.
It's the Maharaja versus Randy Orton.
A little bit more. Give me a little bit more.
I hate you.
You just gotta see how you feel about it first. Yeah, sometimes you gotta try it on before you throw it in the garbage. Go ahead.
It's going in the garbage. The Maharaja.
It's almost there.
It's not working for me, man. Like I love because we
came into this together, man.
No, because you know what, man? You know what was great before Jinder won it? It was like everything worked so perfectly. It was like Jinder.
Wait. Are you saying that Jinder's chase to the championship worked?
Yeah, because you know what? You know what made it great? It was
a chase.
It was Jinder Hardbody Mahal, and I was like, "Oh, dude, Hardbody, that's perfect." Because this motherfucker unnecessarily like all built and shit. And then he drank the beer, and then he became number one contender.
He just let it dribble out his mouth.
Yeah, and then he was number one contender, and it's like, oh shit, he's number one contender
Jinder Hardbody Mahal.
Wait, because it started as number one contender Jinder, but then I was like, wait a minute, put this shit together. Number one contender Jinder Hardbody Mahal. Yes. Oh, it's perfect. And then he was like, I'm the Maharaja. I was like, awesome, you're the Maharaja, number one contender Jinder Hardbody Mahal. And that shit rolled off perfectly, and now he's WWE champion. And I have to get rid of all that shit now. It's not as fun, man.
I kind of feel you on that.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, we built that up heavy.
It got built up, and then because he's champion now, shit gets completely torn out.
Oh shit! Hold on, we gotta go back to the drawing board on this.
All right, you know what? Hold up, Frank White Jr. might have a solution here.
All right, what we got?
The modern day Maharaja Jinder Hardbody Mahal. You know what? Okay, there's some.
We got something here, but we got to put the champion in there. He's the champion
because he's got the alliteration going. Because you see the modern Maharaja Mahal, modern day Maharaja Jinder Hardbody Mahal. I got them M's.
Maharaja the way he looks.
The way he looks.
Yes, you gotta feel it. Like that's how he got on top. You gotta feel this guy. Not like that. Pause. But yeah, I don't know. We got to come up with something. We got to go to the drawing board on this guy. I like it though. I like it. Modern day Maharaja, Jinder Hardbody Mahal. Okay.
So we had this match, and go ahead.
What were you still toned out at this point?
No, I was watching this match, but I'm going to let you take control of this one.
Okay. First, they bring out all these old guys, right? And in my mind, I'm like, why?
You know why?
Well, because the guy that was wrestling from, and I quote, home, end quote, was going to be losing. So they brought out these people so that they could build up his shine. Is that what you say?
You know what the build up to all this was? Legends like my dad, great grandfather, Bob Orton, and Bob. And all these old people who nobody gives a fuck about, and casuals have no fucking clue who you're talking about.
Well, there was really, really good use of one of them. Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
Ric Flair. Perfect use of Ric Flair. But what the fuck was the rest of them out there for? Like, it was just the most unnecessary thing ever. There was no reason for them. Like,
they are
all
old
right.
people who Randy Orton brought up in a promo.
Orton,
That's the reason.
Orton, yes, I could understand bringing out old man Orton. I get it. Bob Orton. I understand. This is dad, his Father's Day, whole deal, shtick. All right, I get it. What the fuck? Why do we need Sergeant Slaughter? Speaking of, you bring out Sergeant Slaughter for Randy Orton, who went AWOL from whatever branch of the military he was in.
I believe it was the Marines.
There. And you bring out Sergeant Slaughter to what? Remind us of that? What? I don't see the point. I don't see it. I don't get it. Anywho, so first out comes the modern day Maharaja, Jinder Hardbody Mahal. And I'm like, no, he's your champion. He gets massive heat. You bring him out last. Why are we bring? Well, because Randy Orton, hometown boy. Yeah, fuck that. Okay, let him soak in the pop that he's gonna get from these old guys coming out. Let people feel good about that. Great. Bring out Orton. They can continue to feel good. And then here comes the modern day Maharaja, Jinder Hardbody Mahal, to kill all of that pop that Orton was getting. Just absolutely obliterated with his heat. That's how I would have did that. And then not only that, they bring him out, they do the entrance, and they fuck up the entrance. They had the carpet already rolled out, the lights already flashed up, the Jinder Mahal already on the screen, and the fucker hadn't even come out yet. I'm like, no, that's not the gimmick. That's no. The carpet's supposed to roll out gradually as he's coming down the ramp. When he takes off the belt and he kisses the belt because it's important to him as a champion, and he kisses that belt and he raises it up, and then Jinder Mahal appears up on the Titantron. That is how the entrance works. He gets to the ring. There's a fucking magical flying carpet that got even bigger today in the ring, and I'm just like, I hope they wrestle on it. Please wrestle on it.
I saw that tweet. Yeah.
I wanted them to wrestle on that carpet so fucking bad. I would have probably started doing like Instagram videos, just fucking laughing at this shit. But magically, here comes Randy Orton, and the carpet is gone, and my feelings were hurt. Yeah, I mean, he did get a pop, and he milked it. He milked the fuck out of it, and then the match started. The match was good.
Yeah, the match was all right. Some good finishes, false finishes.
Now, the one thing that I like that they did here, right, with the Maharaja, is they masked his weaknesses.
Yes,
heavily, and they had him work a very basic style, and it's one of those styles where it's a just keep it basic, know how to get your heat. Know when to turn to the crowd and showboat a little bit. Know when to take your breaks and know when to sell.
It's very hard to have a bad match with Randy Orton. You can have a boring match,
especially when Randy Orton wants to fucking wrestle.
Yes, you can have
to wrestle today.
You can have a boring wrestling match with Randy Orton. You cannot have a bad one with Randy Orton. If you have a bad wrestling match with Randy Orton, you just fucking suck.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't have a bad match. I thought they had an all right match altogether. Sorry, keep going.
Where else was I going to go with this? Speaking of Orton, like we just said, I thought that, and I saw it on Twitter. It was also on the Discord, where people was like, "This is, one of Randy Orton's better matches as a babyface," and I would say yes and no. I would just say. The reason why I say yes is because, yes, this was one of Randy Orton's better matches, and it's because he actually wanted to. Randy Orton could be one of the best whenever he feels like it.
Yes.
He's just that talented, that crisp, and that seasoned.
I think this new marriage is helping him.
Oh, he's a lot more positive now too. Yeah, absolutely. In the first match that they had, I felt as though Randy Orton wasn't all the way there. Especially his stuff with Bray. I just felt like he didn't, he was just going with the motions. Here, I felt like he was a guy that was trying to get Jinder over. Especially since they did the spot where Randy tweaked the knee. Now, all you got to do, all right, focus all your attacks on the knee. It's simple. You can't fuck this up with Orton selling. Then we get to a part where Jinder has to sell. And this is where years of being a jobber pays off. This guy, Jinder, can bump his ass off. I'm just looking at every time this guy hits the mat, how hard he hits it with that flat back bump. And at points, it was funny because he was just overselling the bump as hard as he was hitting that fucking mat. And I just couldn't help but laugh. But again, all those years of being, jobber status really helped out his selling here. So that's one thing that when it comes to him, we don't have to worry about is can the guy sell? Well, fucking yeah, he got his ass kicked for fucking 6 or 7 years. He should fucking be able to sell. But I think that they both did good. We got to that part on the later half of the match, at the end of the match, where Randy Orton has the Singh brothers on the outside as they pulled up on the old guys. And Orton finally goes over to him, starts beating him up. And I mean, Orton is outside this ring for at least 4 minutes. And I'm like, so where's the count out? I don't even think the ref started the count.
Yeah, I just think they really wanted to get to that, he pins him.
I actually missed out on a part here because I mentioned that Ric Flair, the placement of Ric Flair was actually a really good one. And it was all for that figure 4. When Jinder gets Orton down and he points to Ric Flair and he grabs Orton's, grabs him up by his foot and he puts in that figure 4, I was like, oh, that was just so fucking clean.
Mm-hmm.
He just I don't know who's working with him, but he's coming along really fast on how to milk his heat and do the small things to keep his heat. I think he just did a good job tonight with the nuances and the small things.
Yeah.
So, your thoughts on this match?
Just thought it was an all right match. Got the heat that it needed to. Good. I mean, they did the right thing by having Jinder Mahal just go ahead and hit him with his finishing move and win. Altogether, just thought the match was all right. Just nothing. Wasn't too high on this match. I wasn't too crazy about it. Just thought it was good. I thought they had a good match, and at the end, the right decision was made, and the crowd's pissed off, so they're doing the right thing. But I think the only thing that was defeating me about this pay-per-view was just like heels winning.
I didn't even think about that.
Heels are winning, and I think this is why it just took me out of it. It was like, and it wasn't even like I was expecting Jinder to lose. It was just like, oh, he won. Here's another heel, and I'm just like, I'm just tuning out at this point. Where I'm like,
so when you're watching, is that something that you're thinking about? Is whether or not the heel or the face wins, and how many of them in a row? Like that's something.
No, I just start thinking about. How some pay-per-views, like you just start to notice like none of the good guys are winning, and you're like, I mean, to be fair, Naomi did win, but I also didn't watch that match, so it was almost as if it never happened. Like WrestleMania, what was it? WrestleMania 31 or 32? It might have been 32. Remember when like it started off and Zack Ryder won the Intercontinental Championship and everybody was like, wow, that came out of nowhere, but that's awesome. And hold on, I actually want to pull it up right now because I need to know exactly what it was.
All right, as you're pulling it up, let me announce.
It was 32. Okay. All
right, real quick. Let me just announce this to you real quick. Mm-hmm. So there's a team event coming, and Triple H is the reward. Blackjack, will you come back to WWE Supercard?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
So So, I mean, yeah, it was WrestleMania 32. So it was like Zack Ryder wins the Intercontinental Championship. It's like, oh, awesome, cool. Like, that was unexpected. I mean, sure, Zack Ryder won the Intercontinental Championship. I can't take that seriously. But hey, you know, a feel-good moment. His dad, yeah, his dad came in the ring. It was a cool moment, right? Then Chris Jericho beats AJ Styles. Then the League of Nations beats the New Day. Then Brock Lesnar just kills Dean Ambrose. Then Charlotte beats Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. And then I'm just like, and then everybody's just like, okay, so we know Roman Reigns is beating Triple H. Where's the good moment? Undertaker.
Well, that was it. You just named it. Yeah. Roman Reigns beating Triple H to end the night. He was supposed to bring everybody back up.
That's not the good moment. Undertaker beat Shane McMahon.
Oh, you mean we were supposed to get one just before that? All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Undertaker beat Shane McMahon, and then it's like, well, Shane's supposed to be the good guy here because he's fighting to get control of Raw, which we want to see because fuck Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. And then that doesn't happen. Then Baron Corbin wins the Andre the Giant Memorial Trophy. Then The Rock comes out and does a fucking halftime show with one match left.
Yo, that motherfucker, The Rock. He burned 20 minutes on his entrance.
Yes. He lit his name on fire. And that took 6 minutes.
For a guy that gets winded as much as The Rock does, that fucker had a blowtorch. Why do you have a blowtorch and you're always getting winded? That blowtorch is going to zap up all your fucking stamina, sir.
Right. And then not only did that happen,
like this dude is just glistening with sweat at this point.
Then the feel-good moment there was supposed to be, oh, hey, look, the Wyatts come out, and then The Rock buries Eric Rowan in 6 seconds so that he could set the record for the quickest WrestleMania match ever.
That's what you was asking for right there.
No, that pissed me off because... Like, but
you were looking for some faces to win. There you go. The Rock with a blowtorch. And John Cena. How do you not like that?
But you know what I mean? Like, after a while, when you see enough like bad guys win, it just drains you after a point. Do you get what I mean?
I get what you mean, but that's if you're looking at that. I don't look at it. I don't look at that at all. I don't look at it. Like, as I was watching this, I didn't even notice that a lot of heels were winning.
Well, it's not so much focusing on like who wins, but just like you want to feel good. You want to feel good, you know? Like you want to feel like, oh, hey, you know, like, hey, the good guy won here, or like, you know, like you do want those moments, and it, you know, especially in the big matches, it didn't happen. So I don't know. It just
all right.
Like there's only so much of like the heel winning that you can take. So after that we had I mean, it was Breezango versus the Ascension. And don't get me wrong, it's, you know, Breezango winning, which, you know, I shouldn't be complaining because the face won, but it was also just, it was a bathroom break match.
They're over, Blackjack. They should be champions.
Listen, they are over, but it's the Ascension. It's the Ascension.
Hey.
Why should anybody care?
Real strong.
It's the fucking Ascension. But anyway, you know, they won. Fandango got a small package on Connor, and then they win. So then we got the WWE Championship briefcase Money in the Bank ladder match between AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Shinsuke Nakamura. I mean, and this was a fun match altogether. Altogether, I thought this match was pretty good. And then, you know, you had in the beginning, Shinsuke Nakamura getting blindsided by Baron Corbin. Like, I was looking, it was funny because I was looking in the ring and I was like, all right, so Baron Corbin's about to come out. If it's Shinsuke's music hit, and I'm like, this motherfucker's about to get jumped.
Oh my God, Blackjack.
What?
I'm going to retweet something right now. I'll just listen to you. Go ahead. I'm retweeting it right now. I'll just wait for what you have to say about this or your reaction.
You said you retweeted it?
Yep. Oh, okay. I see. All right. Okay.
She was just flopping around like that this entire match?
Sir. Sir. I hope that's some sort of pad there or something. Please tell me that that's not what it appears to be. Like we might.
Oh
have to
no. That's yeah. No, she's wearing something there to try to cover it up. It's not. It's not what you think it is. And if you really do think that is what you think it is, then obviously you got a lot of experience.
Like until like when you first look at it and you don't zoom in, then you're like, whoa. But then when you zoom in, and now that we have these other shots, okay, she's wearing something there.
Yeah,
that's crazy though.
I mean, she has to wear something there, or else it's just going to be showing.
I mean, that's happened.
By the way, can I just say one more thing about this Lana thing? Why the fuck is she still Russian?
Well, because she's Russian.
Why the fuck does she still have a Russian accent at this point?
Because she's Russian.
I mean, like, you're going to rebrand her and do everything and be like, oh, Lana, now she's like this hip-hop dancer chick, I guess. I don't fucking know.
She's a Russian that listens to hip-hop music.
Dumb as fucking.
It's just like Rusev tweeting about how he plays Destiny. They're becoming American. She's working on her American accent.
No, she's not.
No? Whatever. Okay, what are we on right now?
The ladder match. Yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura gets blindsided. Because it was funny. Like I said, I was looking at the ring and I was like, because I just like
why isn't Baron Corbin out there yet?
No, because I went to go get a milkshake real quick. And I came home, but I was still watching pay-per-view on my phone. And like I just like gotten out of my car when Dolph Ziggler came out.
Okay.
Because he was the first one to come out, and I was like, all right, I got time. So I got through the door and everything, and just as I got in, like I think Kevin Owens had just came to the ring, and I was looking, I was like, all right, who's in the ring? And I was like, all right,
Baron Corbin.
Yeah, I was looking in the ring. I was like, all right, Baron Corbin and Shinsuke Nakamura haven't come in yet, so Baron Corbin's probably next. So I was going to see if I can just run to the bathroom real quick, and the second I started to turn away, I was like, Shinsuke Nakamura's music hit, and I was like, that motherfucker's about to get jumped by Baron Corbin.
Because he wasn't in there.
Huh?
Because he wasn't in there, so it makes all the sense in the world.
Oh yeah, no, it's not just because he wasn't in there. It was because there were 2 entrances left, and there's no fucking way you don't put Shinsuke Nakamura as last.
Right. Now, here's the thing, and here's why it does work.
Mm-hmm.
For people like me that weren't even looking at that. So at the time while the entrances were happening, I was probably eating or something. I wasn't paying it no mind. So when he's coming out and then he gets attacked, I pop because I wasn't paying it any attention. So they're looking to target people like me in that situation.
Uh-huh.
So there it works.
Okay. So ladder match. I thought overall the ladder match was decent. You had some. I like the heat where they essentially got Shinsuke thrown out of the match, and Baron's just like, ring the bell, Baron Corbin, my hair, ring the bell.
A Baron Corbin. I could hear him saying that too. I could see him saying it. Oh my God. Go ahead.
Does that need to be his shirt? I'm Baron Corbin.
I'm Baron Corbin.
Ring the bell.
We got to make Baron Corbin a meathead. This guy needs to become like a muscle mark.
I'm Baron Corbin, and it will be the end of days when you enter the ring with me. You know what? That almost sounds like a Baron Corbin promo right about now.
You know what? Baron Corbin needs to be Spike from the Little Giants.
Yeah.
Just with that attitude. That would be
I'm just waiting for him to tell Mike Kanellis to go back to TNA.
Mike Kanellis, he did it. Yes. Go ahead. All right.
All I want. I want him to tell Mike Kanellis to go back to TNA. I will cry laughing.
Oh, if he says that to him, yes.
Yes, that I'm sorry.
Not ROH. Don't go back to ROH.
He has to bring back the Apollo Crews gimmick where he told Apollo to go back to Ring of Honor, even though he never wrestled there. He was never there. He needs to start telling that to people. He needs to tell you. I'm sorry. He shouldn't tell him to go back to TNA. He should tell him to go back to New Japan.
I think he wrestled in New Japan at least once.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. No, you're right.
Nonetheless.
You're right because Maria was there. All right, fine. Go back to CZW. But
let's just say that he was never there too. He probably wasn't. He's too clean for that.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yo, that was so funny when he said that. Go back to ROH. He was never at ROH.
It's the only indie promotion that he knows of, so he was like, there.
I need Apollo Creed to do a fucking a Twitter Q&A. Yes, so I can ask him that. I really need that to happen. I need to know how he felt when this man screamed at him to go somewhere where he's never been.
Go back to it, not just go there. Go back to it.
Go ahead. This match.
So you had some interesting spots where
people got roughed up.
Yeah, people got fucked up. They got the trainers helping Nakamura to the back. So I mean, for a while it was just a five-man ladder match. And you know what was interesting? Did you see SmackDown Live, by the way?
Yes.
Did you see how afraid Shinsuke Nakamura looked going up that ladder?
Yes, which is why I thought that they took him out. I think he mentioned on Talking Smack. Somewhere, I think it was there, but somewhere he said he was afraid of heights.
Oh yeah, no, I believe it. I looked at that and I'm like, I can tell right now that motherfucker's not winning. That motherfucker's not winning just based on his fear of climbing that fucking ladder.
So I figured maybe that's why they took him out of the match, because he was probably
hey, don't put me in this shit. No,
I'm just legitimately scared to be in that motherfucker. Speaking of which, when he came back, did he ever climb that ladder?
Yeah. Well, no, I think he teased it.
But he never got up there, right?
I think he went up like a few steps and he looked determined, and then AJ came in and then he was like, oh, never mind.
Okay, so after AJ got in there with him and they went at it, Nakamura never went up that ladder, right?
I don't think he did. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, he did.
What happened?
Yeah, he did, because Baron Corbin had to come in at the end.
I'm Baron Corbin.
I pushed the ladder. And then he
pushed the ladder.
And then, because remember, AJ and Shinsuke were on the ladder, and then he pushed them off, and they both went flying into the ropes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that did happen. All right, I remember now. They were halfway up, though, right? Well,
no, I think they actually went up to the top. Yeah,
but his focus was on AJ, though.
Yeah,
so I guess that makes it a little easier, maybe.
AJ gave no fucks. That motherfucker was on the support.
Oh, AJ gave a motherfucking fuck.
No, he was like, nah, fuck this. Y'all two can go up to the sides. I'm gonna be on the support part. The part you're not supposed to stand on. That's what I'm gonna stand on.
Because AJ fucking Styles. That's why. AJ. The amount of respect AJ gets everywhere he goes, there's no reason for him to not be the champion, other than, in an alternate universe, I'll say.
In an alternate universe, AJ Styles should have been in the position John Cena's in.
Yeah, like the respect it's not like, all right, some towns. No, even those towns where crowds are sitting on their hands, they react to AJ. Like, this guy is just, it's amazing seeing where he came from and how he just wasn't supposed to get to where he is, to him getting in WWE, and people are like, myself included, maybe you, where we're like, all right, he's in WWE, maybe WWE's going to fuck him over. And they started out that way. And to see where he is now, as far as the respect he gets from everybody outside of probably the chain, it's crazy. Now, the reason I say outside of probably the chain is because it feels like they kind of, they're falling back from the sort of push that they were giving him. It's like, all right, we gave him the push you wanted us to give him. Now we're going to dial back on that a little bit. That's how it feels to me. But outside of that, man, You know, this guy is royalty there, and he wasn't grown there, and he's fucking royalty. That's the part I like about it a lot.
Yeah. He also took a ridiculous bump in this match. That motherfucker should have just brought the briefcase with him.
You talking about when he was just hanging up there with no ladder?
He was just hanging up there. I was like, that motherfucker.
He was trying. I love the way he was selling that. He was trying to get it.
Oh yeah, because normally what happens is that people go up there and they get to that thing and they're just like, no, I'm just gonna hang on the briefcase and like one of y'all can try to catch me at some point. No, that motherfucker was like, I'm gonna try to get this thing. I'm actually gonna sell like I'm trying to get this fucking thing, and then I'm just gonna give out from the fact that of the sheer amount of upper body strength that I need to do this, I do not have any longer, and I'm just gonna take a nasty bump on the mat. Like, just, I mean, bruh.
And at least for a second, he made you believe that he had a chance in getting it while he was up there.
Yeah.
And just the guy is just so fucking good. I don't really think it makes too much sense how good this guy is. It's fucking ridiculous. Fuck this guy. So we hinted at the stare down between him and Nakamura. Well, how did Nakamura get back into this?
He just. Oh, by the way.
Let me see if you before you say anything. Let me see if you. In my mind, I think I know what you're gonna say. It's in my mind.
Okay. If there is one thing,
oh my god, I'm just gonna type it in the chat. Just keep talking.
If there is one thing I can complain about, it is the fact that they fucking hit Shinsuke Nakamura's music.
Bam! Right there in the chat.
Why the fuck did they do that?
I knew it. I knew you was gonna say it. I knew it. I had to type it before you said it. Okay. When they first did that, I was like, what the fuck? Like, do y'all always need to play this guy's music? Like, enough. You're killing this guy's whole thing. The one thing that you guys actually gave a fuck, WWE that is, the one thing that they actually give a fuck about with Nakamura is his entrance and his music, his theme. And y'all want to kill off the one thing you actually care about? Not yet. Forget that y'all killed off everything that the people care about. Now y'all want to kill off what y'all care about. That's what I was saying.
You know what? They got to take this gimmick further. Look, when this motherfucker's selling in the ring and he starts to hit his comeback, his music better start hitting. When that motherfucker starts going all crazy, get in the corner like he's about to hit the Kinshasa, his music better start playing. Yeah.
Let me say this though.
I take that back. This is actually the start of a great gimmick now.
Let me say this. That's how I was feeling while his music was playing and he was coming down, but I was somewhere in there. It triggered where I said, you know what? This actually does work. So they hit his music and he's coming down, right? And he gets in and he just starts going at Baron Corbin and the crowd starts singing his tune, but the music went off. So as he's kicking this guy's ass, they're still singing his tune. You know what?
Okay, that's fair.
That shit to me, I was like, this is actually pretty fucking good. Because they were just doing it as he was kicking his ass. So they're kind of going along with the theme that you just said, where he's in there, he's getting ready to hit his finisher, and his theme hits. They actually started it. This is a thing now.
What if timeout? What if this gets to a point where hold on, follow me.
So ridiculous.
Follow me on this one. What if this gets to a point that wrestlers actually start selling to his theme music?
Some PWG shit.
Yeah, like the theme music hits, they just start looking around, and then like the violin hits, and then like they take a bump on the mat.
Oh my god.
They do some not some PWG shit. They do some Damian Sandow shit.
Oh fuck! Now they're a mime to it.
Yes,
I'm on board. I'm 100% on board. Yeah, this needs to become a thing. This definitely needs to be because they're going to make a joke out of him anyway. So fuck it. Yeah, at least make it a good fucking joke.
Go all the way with it and let it get over.
I think it would get over if they did it. It would definitely work in NXT.
Yeah. Zayn, by the way, had some
He was in
fucking.
this match, but
He did some. Well, he did some crazy shit in this match. To be
They
fair,
talking about that shit with Owens on the apron.
that and then
Power
also
bomb?
doing a fucking sunset flip power bomb off the top of the fucking ladder, where I thought he almost broke his fucking leg.
Oh my god. Oh, yeah, that was fucking ridiculous. But his role, essentially, his role was in here was just to be the spot monkey.
Mm-hmm. He was a very good spot monkey.
That he was. Kevin Owens, his role in here was just to stop Sami Zayn from going up to the top and retrieving the briefcase. So that was his role. And to take bumps from the Tucker.
Can I just say that AJ Styles powerbomb that Kevin Owens gave? The powerbomb that Styles gave to Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens kind of like landed on his back on the side of it. Every part of that looked like it sucked. I was almost wishing that Owens just went through it because that looked like it would have sucked less.
Are you talking about when he bent up the ladder?
Yes.
That was Tucker that hit him with that.
No. Afterwards, there was one. Remember when I think Owens was trying to stop and Owens almost teased power bombing AJ Styles, and then AJ Styles instead sent him through the ladder.
Was this when he hit him with the AA to the outside through the ladder?
I think so. Yeah. Sorry, that's what it was. It wasn't a power bomb.
Yeah, when he got him up on the shoulders, I'm like, because AJ does.
It was a fireman's carry. That's correct. Yes.
Yeah, he does do this thing where he does like a spin out gimmick slam from that position. But when he went AA, I was like, oh boy, please tell me they're not teasing something here.
Yeah. I mean, because I almost wish he would have went through it because the way that he took it and like Owens just went maybe a little bit too far. And his back hit like the side of that thing, and Owens had to stand up from it. I was like, every part of that looked like it sucked.
Yeah, but he got a lot of meat on his bones, so I think he'll be all right.
Yeah. And then we had our finish where Baron Corbin throws Shinsuke and AJ off the ladder. Baron Corbin goes up the ladder and takes for fucking ever to get the briefcase down. But he does get it, and we got the greatest meme ever of Sami Zayn's face.
Well,
did you not see Sami Zayn's face?
I did.
Okay, I'm going to retweet it. Just give me 1 second.
The Lana match is on right now, by the way.
And I'll catch it at some point.
Oh, yeah, this part right here was actually pretty clean.
All right, I just retweeted it again.
Damn, look at Naomi's ass jiggle.
That was Sami Zayn's face after he lost.
Look at that shit. All right, I'm sorry. Let me see. Let me see what's going on here. Let me see. Twitter is what we're looking for. All right. This guy's fucking neck. First, I'm the guy that has retweets turned off. Okay.
I'm sorry. That's a memeable face.
Good. Fucking good. That's how he should always look. And since they're repackaging Bailey, how about they throw fucking Tucker in there with her?
You know, I was watching this match, and at some point I made the comment, you know, I watched the way Sami Zayn wrestles, and I'm like, why is this his character?
I ain't got no answers for you on it. Like, screw the pooch on a guy. But I mean, I knew that was going to happen because he's a generic guy. You know, so it's tough. But are you talking about the annoying character that they're giving them?
The stupid, like, you know, guys, I think we should talk about strategy and what we're going to do.
Why are they giving him that?
Yeah, like, why is this good of a wrestler getting this shitty of a character?
Because that's the word on him. Is that he's always trying to structure the matches. He's really annoying. He talks too much. That whole thing. That's what the word has been on him for a while.
So he's doing this intentionally then.
Now he's doing it intentionally. Well, WWE noticed it, and of course, Vince, you know, somebody tells us to Vince, well, let's rip the guy and let's make it a gimmick. So now, since that's what you do, you're a natural at it, go on ahead and be yourself.
He ain't ever winning a championship.
Triple H lines him up for him, and WWE manages to dodge the pins. We gonna dodge every single last one of these pins that Triple H sets up for us. Oh well, what can you do? Because essentially, like, he was a guy that actually didn't even need a gimmick.
No,
he didn't need one. He was perfectly fine.
It's like
tell a story there.
It really does go to show how much they don't watch NXT. Like, they don't watch their own product.
No, not at all. Because if they did, then Bayley would be a star.
Yeah, but
they don't. Are we finished with this?
I'm done. You're
done? Follow Blackjack on Twitter at It's 21 Wiser, and you can follow me on Twitter at Wiser211340. What's my at what?
At It's 12 Wiser. Come on, bro.
Damn, fuck. I shouldn't even be doing this. Could you end this?
So follow us on Twitter at
They're not gonna fucking follow us. They don't care. They don't even put likes on the video.
Will you fucking relax?
I don't even like them anymore. I need to
first of all, I have control over when we end this set.
You do.
Yeah.
So let me start getting dressed. I'm gonna go out of here and just fucking go make some goddamn money.
So
let's money doing these damn reviews. They don't appreciate shit. They don't even like the damn thing.
So
you put a like on it.
I mean,
I
had to like. You know, Wiza, I actually had to like this stream for you on your own channel.
Oh, you're right.
So you can follow us on Twitter at Blackjack Now at It's 12 Wiza, and we'll see you next review. See you then.